my peplon stay right now, so you can see the sticky part of it and the rough part of it. I'm working with a doll face satin fabric, and I've already hairstyled it, as you can see. So to embellish depends on what you want to actually do. So I'm working on a little petals, you know, design, which I will put into that particular dress. So for this petal design, you can see me folding my peplon stay. Okay, so I'll just get a midpoint of it, and I'll measure 2.5 inches. So I'll measure from the midpoint 2 inches. So when I open it, I'll be having 4 inches. So once that is done, I'll just come in with my pattern ruler. Okay, so make sure you have this crease line from here to here, 2.5, from here to here, 2 inches. So I'll just go ahead and construct my petal design. So you can see how I'm placing my pattern ruler. So you can even, if your pattern ruler is not giving, because that pattern ruler is not actually giving me what I want, you can just do something like this for your petal design. So from here, I'll just go ahead and cut just something like a leaf. That's what I'm doing here, as you can see. So I have something like a leaf, you can see that. So this is going to serve as my I'll call it my pattern right now. So this pattern, I have both my seam allowance, everything is on it. What I'll just do is to place cut as many pieces as possible. It depends on how many petals you are making. Okay, so it depends on how many petals you are making. So I just keep cutting. So these two I cut now is going to serve for both lining, because I placed on top of it this way. So I'll just go ahead and sew this petal design. I'll go to my machine now. I'm going to sew like this, like that, from here to here. I'll just keep here open to turn it around. Okay, so alright, so now I'm done cutting all the petals I need for this project. So you can see them right here. I cut because I need 4 of them. These are the 4 petals I'm working with, as you can see. But I need to cover one with my velvet fabric. So this velvet fabric will be placed on one like this. Okay, I just need to mix the colors. Okay, but because velvet stretches, so I'm using a satin base, okay, for it. So I'll just go ahead and drop my uhu gums. I'll just drop it and stick this as one piece, as you can see. So it sticks as one piece. So I will now have this as the lining. So I'll repeat the same for this. So here I cut the peplon stay, 4 of it, each of them. So each of them will be placed on the it can be placed on the shiny part can be placed on the lining this way, and you can go ahead and give it a good press. Okay, so I'll quickly go ahead and give it a good press, so I know it has already sticked to the lining part. You can also leave it, make it to be the front piece. So anywhere you want to stick it is okay, but I'm sticking it on the lining part. So I'll go ahead and iron it out now. them. These are my peplum stay. You can see they are hard, and it will serve as the lower part of it. So the front piece of it will be covering each one like this, and like this. So that is how we are going to work on it, just like this. So you can make more number of petals of your choice as you wish. So the next thing we want to do now, I'm taking off the upper piece because I want to show you how to go about this design we are making. So for this design we are making, we are using our copper wire. Okay, so the copper wire I have here is still very coated. So this is it. I'll just measure from here to here. I just want to drop it in between. I'm dropping it not too much because I need to sew this. So I'm cutting it with my scissors. So if you have a scissors as strong as this, you can go ahead and cut. And if you don't have, you can get yourself a cutter for it. Okay, so I'll either glue this with my gum glue, or I can also go ahead and use my uhu gum. So if I'm using my uhu gum, I'll just drop it here, as you can see, or I can just place my uhu gum and allow it to dry. So if you don't have a gun glue, you can use your uhu gum. So I just place it there. So once it has dried, you can see it sticks to that part. And like I said, you can use your uhu gum or you can use your gum glue, but I went ahead to use my gum glue so it will be easy, very fast to dry. Okay, so now, like I said, all of these are the down part of this petal. So I'll start placing the upper pieces. As you can see, I'll start placing them. I just need 4 of it. Okay, so this is the color we are going to work with. So I'll go back to my machine now. I'm going to stitch round. I'm stitching this way. I cannot turn because I have this copper wire inside. So I just go ahead and sew round. I'm sewing round all of them now. I'm done sewing them. Okay, so I stitched at 0.5. So I'll just go very close to cut. So please, when you are doing this, trimming the sides, be careful you don't cut out the seams or the stitches. So I'm cleaning up the edges because I want to go ahead and finish up the edges, because it's not going to be as rough as this. So this is how I'm going to finish up all the edges. So you can see we have our wire right there. So with the wire you can twist and make any design of your choice. Okay, making it look like real flower or real leaf. Okay, so you can twist it anyhow you want to twist it. So I'm going to come in with my matching bias thread, matching bias. I'll just go ahead and sew very close. So I might decide to first sew from the back. I'll just decide to first open up and sew from the back. Then when I turn, I'll finish up the front. Okay, so you can also decide to put it in between and sew. So as you are sewing on top of it right away, you have your stitches. So let me quickly do that for all of you. All right, so after cutting and trimming off the edges, as you can see, I'm going to cover it with my bias strip. So I'm sewing on it with my bias strip. So this is the bias, and I'll just put this in between them this way. I'm leaving a little at this point because this is the down part where I'm going to sew all the petals together. So I'll just go ahead and gently place it. So I will make sure it covers it this way, and I'll drop my presser foot. So I'm doing a sort of let me say top stitching on top of it. So I'll just do this very gently. I'm top stitching on top of it to cover up the edges, as you can see. So once I get to the tip of it, I'll raise my presser foot and I'll go ahead and bend it towards that other direction also. So I'll do this very carefully and very gently. So make sure it covers the back as well. So at the end of the day, everything covers accordingly. So once I get to the end, I'll push out what I have here and back stitch. So you can see I've covered it right away. So I'll take off my pieces. So that is how to go about it, and I've done so many pieces of them, as you can see. So I'm going to arrange them, these petals, right now on the dress. We are done, and you can see the petals looking so beautiful. So you can use this to decorate this dress. You can even place it here, anywhere you wish to. Okay, so I've put them together, I stitched them together, all of them, as you can see. You can also design it, you know, give it a design of your choice as you wish. It's all your choice. You can go ahead and design it. So provided you have the copper wire inside there, you can take any shape of any choice. Okay, so I'm going to stitch it to the dress. If I want, I can leave them straight. If I want, I can also bend them. Okay, so that's how we come to the end of this tutorial. So thank you very much for coming to this class, and see you in the next class. Bye.